Welcome to EVE Online, I'm Major Freak. Trying this without the pop filter, so wondering how it sounds. This is the movement of all the ships I've had in my Astra houses nearby. So I'm going to nearby the closest NPC, dumping off my ships. I've already moved, using a freighter, all the items from the Astra houses. And it's taken me a week, so yeah, I'm definitely never going to do this again, shoving all my crap in the Astra houses that I don't need, when the entire week has been not helping my friends, but scrambling to move all my stuff before it's too late. Before they start getting interested in, oh look, let's suicide gank a bowhead or a freighter because it's probably got billions worth of assets in it, and he's probably doing it the last second in panic, and we can gank him. And yeah, scoop the loot when we've got all this DPS on field. So yeah, I think that's what they're probably used to, and that's probably what high-sec Wardexers are used to too. So yeah, it's just been really upsetting that I haven't been able to concentrate on practicing with Griffins or doing Blackbirds or Arazus or Falcons or anything like that in support of somebody else's Upwell, when I've been just, it's been crazy. Whoa, wrong button. It's just been crazy. So yeah, try this all over again. Yeah, I want to keep this as a kind of a monologue to myself, because I want to watch myself put away the ships, just in case I make a mistake and I need to figure out which ships go where. Might be a good idea, because I tend to do that. So we're going to align. Now, since we undocked, I'm not going to use the micro warp drive yet. I'm going to wait till this slows down and picks up again before I turn the auto repeat off. So as soon as it starts to uptick with speed, I know it's starting to align properly, and I will be able to use that, theoretically. Yeah, this is my second hull timer. The other one's up in Saraday, next to the Nazil jump gate. Yeah, they're all gonna pop, no matter what we do, no matter how many allies we get, because these guys there's 1,000 members, you know, and they seem to counter by they counter by just going back to their basic meta of Drekavax and Guard Logi, Cruiser Logi, and blobbing, basically. If they can bring enough, they'll probably bring battleships again, but I think it's going to be, that was an embarrassing loss for them. That incredibly lucky. I don't know why they're not bringing Nesters anymore, because it's like, well, yeah, once my time is freed up, I'll show them a few tricks with bumping, even against the Drekavax. But for now, I want to practice Griffins, because I have zero experience using Griffins. I really want to get that in. It would have been great if I tried warping when I did that micro warp thing. But yeah, it's yeah, I can't chew bubblegum and walk at the same time. So yeah, it's in future, I will never have this much assets in my Astra houses. It took me a full week to move everything, including clones, and I tried to pace it out just to keep it sane, and I knew, well, we thought they'd RF everything in a huge blob, just rah, and prevent us from unequipping things, taking fuel out, all this stuff, because, you know, we can't do everything at once. So that's what we expected, and I expected them to come with Drekavax and Cruiser Logi, because that's what the meta is for low sec, and they just, you know, they were, yeah, it was like Lashaks and Nesters are for high sec idiots, you know, why are they, you know, it was like, what are they doing? So yeah, it was just a basic, they're not countering anything. They're just going back to their basic meta without blinging anything. It's like they're showing off at first, and then they're just slowly ramping it up and slowly going back to their meta, what I thought they'd do in the beginning, which was, fighting the simulation in my mind of what these guys are capable of, and it just seemed logical. But trash talking a local isn't logical, so yeah, I guess where they're having fun with their meta game and leaking things to members in Alliance who were pessimistic or at least trolling us in Alliance. Discord's like a sieve. Yeah, it's I'm sure their victims are so easily... Oh, there's nothing here for me to take? Uh-oh. Did I move the wrong ships to the wrong place? That would be bad. I think what happened was that I most likely got my guys to slow boat them up to the NPC above me, so I didn't need to do any humping. Yeah, that's probably exactly what happened. Off to this one, pick up those, and I'll just go dock, and I'll wait till it upticks. Yeah, just, like I said, can't chew bubblegum and walk at the same time. Alright, there we go. Yeah, let's check the gain on this sucker. Yeah, it's 25% gain. It's like I usually have it. Yeah, it's this Yeti blue thing, and thank God I oiled the chair enough so it's not squeaking horribly. Oh, and of course I forgot to press the button. Yay me. Yeah, and I don't need my CEO to hand over anything because everything's handed over. Yeah. Bastion and Marauder near frickin' these guys, that would be hilarious. Well, for them. Yeah, it's about yeah, it's so much more relaxing now that this is the last step. All my clones are moved. All my assets are moved. I'm thinking about corporate stuff. I'll make another video for that because that's pretty important, my thoughts on that. I mean, I didn't even conceive of this option before. I learned a couple of things about War Deck when you ally up with a defender. It only lasts a week, so that broadens the options entirely. Yeah, it's amazing. Our alliance leader said that it costs a fee for the defender to get an ally, I think, and like an NPC fee, I think he implied. I'm not sure. I'll have to test it. But if there's no fee, well, I'm sure it's a low fee, just like a war maybe tops, but still the possibilities are limited, but they're now options now, which is great. So I totally I might not be able to drag that. Yeah, I won't be able to. Let's see, what do you got there, bud? Oh, what is this? Oh, hello. Alright, whatever. Can I... What is this? Oh, it's just a large. They really need to change the cosmetic icon between the freighter, freight containers. Yeah, just really. Oh man, I knew it. Just like a freighter. All right. No problemo. Thank you very much. Wah, boo-hoo. Oh my god. I don't know when they changed that. It might have been in the game forever, but yeah, lol. Oops, I need to take care of that. I forgot about that. Need to freighter that out. I know, right? That's okay there. It's fine. We'll package that. Take it along with us. Might be helpful. And yeah, I'll leave that crap, of course. We're good here. I think that should be good. Good. Nope. There. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, it's just these little things you find out. And plus, if somebody courier contracts something, and no, I think you can get it. Nah, I'll avoid talking about that. I've probably forgotten everything to do with courier contracts. Lol. And contracts. It's been a while. Crazy. Yeah, and the video will help me figure out what I need to do, what was named as, etc., 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 which is great. I mean, the stuff like this, you know, no plan survives contact with the enemy, and it's especially true when moving large quantities of stuff to different stations at once. Yeah. Speaking of, this needs to be parked somewhere. Where was I parking it? It was the civil. There we go. And starting to uptick. There we go. Bam. Let's get this done. Trying to figure if I need an alpha at all today. I'm going to be basically doing... Well, I could probably use it to get a warp in for Griffins to 70 clicks. So I'll hump it against the Logi anchor. And of course I'm classifying all of this so it's going to be available. And why are there two? Oh, lol, that's pretty funny. Yeah, I've got to remember to do, when I'm freightering in low sec, I have a hyena on the other side of the gate, and a Bifrost on the out gate, cloaked up, and in the path of the freighter. And as soon as the freighter lands, the Bifrost decloaks, and you can use the MJD generator on the Bifrost as soon as you uncloak. So if there's any danger as I'm warping to the gate, I can just... And you can use it next to a gate too, so that works. At least, I think I tried it on Sissy a long time ago, and I think that's the case. I might have forgotten exactly what happened. So I know, right? So many moving parts in this game. Ship hanger, and better move my... so I don't forget which is which and where they go. I think it has 4. So courier, and the Ziploc I think had 3. There we go. And I think, yeah, let's get the Ziploc there. There we go. Okay, cool. And yeah, I'm not exactly sure if it's even applicable anymore, but we'll just name it crystals. Like that was back when probably moon ores had basic ores, but I'm not sure. I'm not going to waste my time too much on thinking. I'm just going to shove it in there and move on to the next, because I got a lot of them to do. So Shuri is done. Okay, off we go. And Bashakru, and there. Wait till it picks up again. Where should I hit this? Where's a good spot? I'll try there. Where does that put me on this? Does it put me... I might have to wait till halfway. Never actually done it. I'll try it halfway next time. Hello, Ibis. Yeah, it's a thought. I've never actually wondered about that. I don't do enough of this stuff to really care. But yeah, it'd be a good thing to know. The usual suspects in this deal. La 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 la. Oh yeah. Sorry. Where am I going? How many stuff do I actually have here to move? Just one, I think. Yep. Deal with that. Yeah, we're dealing with in-house bullshit. Somebody, if we can't win, let's give up. And then, just participate, you idiot. If I mean, we don't need to organize winning participation. Just do your thing. He's got PvP experience since 2009. It's like, grow the hell up and do what you're good at. Or are you any good at it? Realize your strength, realize their weaknesses, exploit it. They're going in with a meta. Let's exploit that. Let's go in with Griffins. They don't have any fast boats to tackle them. They will eventually, but maybe they don't care. Let's just get the practice in before they start countering us. Duh. I'm sure if we go in heavy with Griffins, they'll just bring out, they have, we've seen light fighters, frigates for them. They do have them around, Maybe they were expecting it right away. Maybe, who knows? It's damn busy. But yeah, it's just, it just doesn't make sense. The wet blanket approach, So you've learned that if you can't win, you give up? It's like, how do you even learn then? If you're just an F1 monkey, you know?
Docking request accepted.
Uh-oh. Oh, right, I've got ECM in there. T. Yeah, the person who's been a wet blanket and was actually the one who leaked information that the their rank and file was making fun of me hard about my videos, and he didn't say why or elicited it. You know, and he was, you know, he said it first, and then we started backtracking. I was like, no, what's the exact quote? And the exact quote's pretty shitty, and I was like, wow, you know, that hurt, and I think it was meant. I think they meant to leak it. You know, duh. That's their probably usually tactic, and probably worked with CBA. It's just metagaming. And this guy's been a ganker in high sec and low sec since, I don't know why he's bloody well in AirCorp, in our alliance. He's got 2 shitty Astra upwells, you know? I thought I couldn't do mobile. Oh. Let's see, let me. There we go. Alright. Yeah, pretty crazy, that he hasn't been participating until I started questioning his loyalty, basically. It's like, wait a minute, what are you doing? You know, you're dicking around with us. What are you doing? And all of a sudden, he's like participating. All of a sudden, it's like, uh-huh. Okay, sure, buddy. All right. Yeah, I mean, what's he done so far? Seriously. Let's check it out. That's taking its time. We'll wait till it's gone halfway through, and then we'll try. It does seem to be aligning fairly well, though. Yeah, I mean, it's practically aligned. Let's try that. Maybe it's not actually watching this, but wait until it looks like you're aligned. I mean, look aligned. There we go. Yeah, totally. All right. So I can't depend on that slider then. Alright. Yeah, I mean, what have you done for us lately? Seriously. What have you done? Yeah, wherefore might continue the war. They might not. I don't get it. Why is he getting accolades for taking out a fucking catalyst? Seriously. With that.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
That's what he used to. But why did? That's just stupid. How does it fit? I mean, Jesus Christ, you're kidding me. Check this fit again. It was unfitted. Oh, fuck off. That's just ridiculous. Okay. Yeah, you're losing ships, uh-huh. Yeah, sure you're losing ships, buddy. Yeah, you'll sacrifice this. Just to show us you're loyal to us. Right. I can scratch the surface. Jesus, come on, guys, think about it. Yeah, one of my guys was like, yeah, but he's like participating in like getting kills. I'm like, and taking losses. I'm like, take a look at the kill. What the fuck? That's just ridiculous. Yeah, it's just stupidity. We just don't have time to check everything. But yeah, check it. Do the checking because they're taking advantage now during the crisis to prove their loyalty when it's not that at all. It's just total bullshit, you know? I'll probably want to move it again, so I'm just going to drag all this shit to items. And the mobile depot too. Well, no, I'm going to keep the mobile depot, thank you. Better put in items, though. Might be smart. And off we go again. Yeah, and they're blapping a unfitted Athenor. We're not even going to bother. If anybody does, that was just silly. Alright, let's try to... We'll align. Wait till it starts to uptick. Then we start warping, and then we wait for it to... Like, when's it uptick, and when should I hit that? Because I seem to be able to hit it early on. So 5, 6 there, and then we hit immediately. So I'm pretty sure, I mean, it should be fairly easy to get that going. Yeah, what are we, right? I'll try. There you go. Cool. I know. Yeah, exactly what I do. Off we go into the wild blue wilder. Don't get her. I haven't seen these people before. That one, yes. That one, yes. That one, yes. He's probably sleeping or working, but I think these are new. I'm not sure. I don't really care. They're probably just AFK. You know, it's an unfitted freaking Athenor. Do they think we're gonna defend it? No. Oh yeah, and of course they bring a ton of people. That's hilarious. What? Wait, wrong one. Yeah, ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, seriously. What do they bring to... Is it nearby? No, it's not. Let's go check it out. Just for shits and giggles. Are they bringing the little shack still? And that would be fun, bumpy times, right?
Warp drive active.
grid. A little bit of lag. Okay then. There we go.
Docking request accepted.
Scan, intel, pasting, ding, boop, boop. Yep. Alright, where was I? Yeah, I'd moved everything to this character's ship hangar. Just grab everything. I think I might have stragglers, assets in one or two places still. I'll check that as soon as I get this done on my characters. Just check all the assets again once more. Make sure I don't have any forgotten implants somewhere. I think I'm fine. I think I still might have some stuff over at Mememkanar. But yeah, it hasn't even gotten its shields hit yet. They haven't even attacked anything. I through Shuri and Bashakru into it. Arar is going to be hit. It hasn't been hit yet. They'll do that. The first whole timer is Saraday, and that's what I thought they'd hit first. Because it's so close to Nazil. They'll want a friendly Astor House down, all right on the gate there. That would just be tactically stupid of them not to take it out first. So yeah, it didn't seem like they were taking it out, but it ended up that way. So I'm like, they intended that. Hindsight is 20/20. But yeah, I guessed all this in the beginning. I mean, come on, it's not that hard. They were just metagaming. It's interesting too. The when you look at not the foe I expect to fight, the high-sec multi-boxing Muppets. It's these guys. What I expected them to do was what I learnt from Nick Zacurso and Shoot First. You RF as much as you possibly can, and then cherry pick and blue ball the rest, and just frustrate them. That's how you do it. So that's what I expected, and I've noticed the local low-sec meta as being Trek Vax and Cruiser Logi, and that's what they brought out. And that's what I expected from the very, very beginning. But from the beginning, it was the Shacks and Nesters and whatever, and Paypox and Woohoo and Bling and yeah, and you're like, okay then. And they just totally didn't hit high at all. They didn't hit the closest things to... They didn't start from Nazil and move out. They started from Narai and Fenzi area and moved that way, which is fascinating. The way they're thinking. It betrays a strategic choice. And it might be a deliberate one, But just because it's not what I expected does not mean it's deliberate choice. It just could be totally by random. You know, they could be working out inwards towards their most valuable. And the fact the first thing coming out of Hulltimer is my Saraday almost confirms 100%. My guess is right that they want Ruchi, and it's not Fenzi they're after, which is NFG main stuff, and branching outwards towards Shedge and the White Sky people. I think they're just working outwards, inwards towards Ruchi, and then they'll clean up there. That's what I think. But yeah, they finally started doing what I thought they were going to do. And the interesting thing about their... Did I already move this shit? I did. The interesting thing about the whole... yeah, I got my mains to move the stuff from Herrera. Yeah, I'll have it more fine-tuned in the future. But Herrera was kind of the customized, special, miscellaneous spot, so I don't blame myself for doing that. Yeah, it's interesting how they're pacing, and how the pacing is starting to look like currently, because it's fascinating, how they're... yeah, all the I made a summary of all the timers, and look at this. So these are hulls now. It's starting to become hulls, and I think what they're doing is they pace it this way, so eventually they have this long string of hull timers that nothing's really overlapping, and so they won't get a situation where they've done all this grinding and they're missing the hull timer. So I think that's why they're pacing it this way, not because of good sportsmanship or anything. It's just that's the way they've done it, and everybody does it this way probably. You know, we have a lot of timers, space it out, you know. But yeah, interesting stuff. I didn't expect that. I'm just, you know, you can only know what you like, anchoring bias. You know, you can only know what you've learned so far. And the first thing I learned was... There we go. One more. Perfect. Almost done. This is great. And I need to get the stuff from Morningstar right on Malal Gate with a freighter, and I'm done, and I can concentrate on other shit. And that's great. It's such a relief. Yeah, and in the future, no more of this crap. No more pack wrap stuff into my own and just, you know, look. But it's just been a week-long mad scramble. It's painful. So yeah, my advice to people: do not keep your stuff in your Astras just to look at them. Just keep your essentials, because when you really need it, when you're under threat from a credible source, you won't have the time to help out your teammates, because you'll be scrambling, and all you can do basically is deal with the timers, deal with the gunnery, and it's so, you know, this so micro management intensive that you won't be able to do other clients. You won't be able to multi-box doing it. So it's just, you know, well, you could, but you won't. You know what I'm saying? You'd have to turn auto repeat on for everything, not use fighters much, and just, you could multi-box that way, but it would be very difficult. And the point is just to break the micro of the Muppets, you know? Yeah, these guys, yeah, I'm not even gonna attempt to counter what they are doing now. I've learned all I need to do, thank you very much, and now I just focus on building up my skill set against the high-sec Muppets, and that's all I need to do. These guys are low-sec, I can ignore them now. They're doing what I expected from the beginning. Bingo. It's no surprise anymore. Yeah, I was like, why are they acting so dumb? It just didn't make any sense. They have so much experience grinding, and then I was like, oh, they're just metagaming. All right, fair enough. You know, that's part of the game. Good for you. But yeah, I mean, after that, it's if you're just trolling me and metagaming, instead of being just honorable and sportsmanlike and honest about it, you know, if you're going to be honest about it, don't lie to us. Don't try to feed us misinformation just for the fun of it, because that's once you give me misinformation, I can reverse engineer once I find out you're trolling me, all the stuff you said, and go, okay, people mostly don't do that, but I do. I was like, great, you just gave me a huge list of scripting that you usually do with everybody, and now I know how to counter it, because I can say, okay, they start off with this, so don't give them the opportunity to metagame with you. Refuse to give them the benefit of the doubt, because all they're doing is metagaming. It's just they're trying to entertain their base by getting you to open up. And then they just feed all what you've said to their base, so they just laugh and laugh and laugh. And once they get angsty about it, you leak the information, upset the person, and then they can start smacking a local and doing their usual smack talk, because, they got to do it, because, eventually the timer's going to come out, and, they want to have their fun. And smacking a local is their enjoyment. It's their slapping each other on the back kind of thing, when you do something bigoted to somebody, trollish, whatever, you want your buddies not to go, hey, that's shitty, don't do that. They want accolades for doing that, and it's just, continuing on their real, they get to be the asshole they can't be in real life, or they do, and people just ignore it. Alright, so, do we have... Yep, we do. Okay. So, we'll get this stuff off to the NPC, and then we are done for that. We'll get the freighter, we'll get the thing from Morningstar, and then we'll end the video. Check out my other accounts for... my other... whatever. The other characters for assets, and then it's off the races, and... should be able to do it and finish it up before the first real timer we need to try to participate in defending and learn experience. I'll be free and clear. It'll be great. It'll be good feeling. I won't feel rushed or panicked or anything. I'll be like, yeah, let's get some experience in and get some adrenaline going and have some fun, and ignore the trolling, because it's going to happen. Yeah, these people slowly, it's like peeling an onion, basically. And our alliance Discord is like a sieve. We had alliance leadership who are now in this corp that are war decking us. So yeah, they're totally a sieve. There's no OPSEC unless we keep it quiet, Yeah. Alright, so I should have aligned there to my line trick, but whatever. That'd be good enough. Yeah, it's just I've been so out of practice using orcas and for transport that I just forgot how to do it. But it's like getting on a bike again. If I can just shut up and do what I'm supposed to do instead of yapping on a YouTube thing. But if I wasn't, I'd probably be just looking up Z-kill stuff on people and not paying attention too much, and basically doing the same dumbass thing I'm doing right now, except I wouldn't be talking. I'd be just browsing stuff. Yeah. It's too funny. So hopefully that'll help me. Yeah, definitely unlisted for sure, unless I feel like unlisting it, but it's probably just going to be private for myself to remember my mindset about my realizations, my initial realizations, because, after a while you forget what you initially assumed these people would do. And once they do it, and you have further assumptions, you kind of forget your initial impression about what you were expecting to happen, you know? And yeah, I don't think I screwed up anything in this run, which is great. Normally I'm warping to the wrong being ships at the wrong places, so this was meant
Docking request accepted.
blurred. That's blowing me away, you know? They should have been cargo scanning me, and because they got enough people. What are they doing? It's just laziness. They just expect people to panic at the last second and try to pull stuff out, and then I'll bet we'll see some freighter ganks for sure. But maybe they just don't care, you know? I mean, they've got enough ISK. Why use alts to gank in suicide stuff when you've already got it all already, you know? I don't... And besides, that's a high-sec thing. These are low-sec people. So... And plus, I haven't... Yeah, it's like... Would you expect to actually see this stuff? Or is it just you're fighting shadows, you know? Just leave the high-sec ganking to Naraja people? I mean, Udema? Naraja, that's pretty funny. I wonder if... I don't think those systems will ever be part of the real K-space anymore. I think that's done. I think CSP washed their hands of it, and yeah. No more roleplay for the Edencom defenders because, yeah, done deal. They can't rescue the systems back because, yeah, done deal. We're done with that. On to the next thing. Yay. Yep. Check my assets, make sure I didn't forget anything. What's this? Right. Morningstar. That's the only thing, huh? Right frickin' on. That is so cool. Alright, so when it stopped, you can just, you know, in weekly traveling, it's simple. It's so simple. You just warp, hit that, you're in warp. There's no, you're not fighting against a vector in another direction of the undock. Yeah, that is awesome. I've done it. That is such a good feeling. But I'm such an idiot for not doing it way early and anticipating the mad scramble of not being able to participate, you know? I just never conceived of being able to participate, you know, because the timers are usually like when I'm working or when I'm just getting home or when I'm going to work or when the wife's awake because they all love their freaking 000 timers. It's like, that's when my wife's aggro is peaking. So it's like, ugh, you know? And she's luckily sleeping right now. It's a different, she's on a different sleep schedule. But normally she'll wake up at 4, right? And is it 4 right now? Yeah, it's 5 p.m. I have no idea why she's still sleeping. I'm very lucky, you know, to get this done. But she'll wake up, of course, as soon as the PvP timers that we're actually going to farm for show up. So it's like, can't win. Last night, I think the only reason I got that kill was I just ignored my wife and soldiered on. It's like, nope, not gonna help out. Nope, 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 gotta do this. I rarely do that. She's really ticked off with me. But I was like, wait guys, every time there's a PvP timer or PvP event, the wife aggro peaks. I'm like, wait a minute. I need this experience. This is the only chance we're gonna get to have some, like, look at all, like, it's horrible that we have so many hull timers, but it's like, we will have this chance never again, you know? We will have this opportunity never again. I mean, which one of us is stupid enough to plant this many Astra houses in the future? Never. It's never going to happen. Is CCP ever going to put in decent material to entice people to plant lots of high-sec Athenars again? Never. It's just madness, isn't it, that they did this? It's just like, it's just, they not only did they take away the benefit, but they increased the risk. It was like, that's not how this works. You know, but for their metrics, it's all destruction. If they can destroy things of ISK value, that's a benefit for them. Which is mind-boggling why they allowed cores to be bought back at full price. It just blows you away, doesn't it? The schizophrenic attitude from he had a passage in the contract that said he couldn't get removed when Black Desert took over, or bought, became their owners pretty much. Yeah, just madness. The E-peen is just staggering, because do you think the griefers are going to bitch to CCP about anything? Of course not. They love this misinformation, this miasma of confusion and half-thought, half-baked, untested information that is just floating around. And CCP's official documentation sucks for a very good reason. And they say it helps emergent content. No, it helps the griefers, you morons. Yeah, it helps the people that don't bitch at them. Get it? Family. Let's be family. It's like I've seen that before. I've seen that so many times before. Come on. There you go. Figure it out. There you go. And they are all docked over at there, which is in the middle of the system. Oh, wait, no. This one is in the middle system. It's a pretty small system. You can de-scan everything from that station. Let's see. Yep, more and more people, just like we thought. Well, just like we thought once they started playing it cool with only a few people, they're like, yeah, you got 1,000 members. Yeah, no, you're not pacing because you're afraid of blue balling anything in the beginning. You're doing this deliberately. And it's nothing they thought up on the spot. It's this people before, yada yada yada. Yeah, they're just clear cutting. This is basically clear cutting. Let's not fool ourselves. We are gonna clear cut it. There's no stopping this train. We'll get a few lucky kills in, but yeah. Yeah, I redid my my 71st edition. I haven't published it yet. Made a video about it yet, but it's got some interesting stuff, and I would love to go to Jita and see the kill rates as I fly by. That would be interesting to see if it works. And I'm fascinated by the background colors and the differences. Sometimes I'll see a background color as Alliance standing, and I'll see the icon, the color, what do they call it? color tag, I think, as the corpse standing we have against them, you know? It's fascinating. Anyways, that is done. I go get my freighter, I grab the last of it, and Bob's your uncle, we're in business. And I'll probably give grams to the other Astor houses I have, just in case we run into a situation where I want to load grams to take out drones when we're massing griffins. That would be interesting, and it'd be worth it to lose a few fighters, and I'm gonna lose it anyways. Once I load them, they're gone, you know. But yeah, it would be fun once to do that. I don't want to do it for all because, yeah, 36 grams cost about 200 million. But it would be fun to, if it's possible, if I killed their drones first, we would be able to inflict some damage if they don't have any drones to deal with. If they, you know, with Tristan, I mean, not Tristans, but Griffins, yeah, it would be awesome. But yeah, it would only work once, and then they'd start fielding lots of fast frigates to take out the Griffins, or blapping ships to take out the Griffins. You know, all you'd need is one Hugin or Munin or something. You know, armor tank that can be rep against the upwell, dishing out damage. But yeah, I mean, they'll do it. Oh, or else they'll just bring more people and bring more Drekavacs, and you know, I mean, you saw my video about freaking the Vicamia attack on one of the White Sky or NFG Astor houses there on the gate. They just had so many Drekavacs and just so many Logi. It was like, whoa. And that's what I expected from these guys, and that's what they'll do. They'll just bring more Logi, bring more Drekavacs, bring more of this, bring more of that. It's like they'll just cut it down to the bare minimum meta, and that's it. They won't bother with any fancy counters or anything. They'll just, you know. When you're a hammer, everything looks like a nail, and they've got so many hammers in their bag. Pun intended.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, I wasn't able to remember how many drone clones were in that, so I couldn't go X number of clones rip. Just called it its original name. Yeah, the guys were getting confused when I had 3 different similarly named Astor houses. Like, crap, which one? So, yeah, once it goes down to Hull, I think I'll just rename them because, yeah, I'll leave the Serades name as 44 Clones RIP, and everything else will change back to their original name for the Hull timer. There's no point. I mean, CCP just screwed the user base, the customer base, by giving 2 days warning for the armor and 5 days warning for the hull. It should have been reversed. It should have been 5 days for the armor, 2 days for the hull. That gives you 5 days to warn people by changing the name of your thing, going, no, armor timer, get the hell out. And you got 5 days for people to, you know, go into there instantly, you know, see there and maybe see their clone list and maybe see the name, maybe, of a clone bay they had, and it says get the hell out. Who's gonna, like, do they check that every hour, every day? No, they don't. So it's like, how many people used clones? A lot. So it's, yeah, the stupidity of CCP, and people are really angry at, like, the few emails I do get was, hey, thanks, normally no people don't warn us. Well, yeah, if you were 5 months if more than 5 months prior with your activations, I wouldn't know because it's not in my wallet. And, you know, if I don't track it on a half this recording who activates clones in my bay and keep a list, and you know,
Request accepted.
yeah, it's madness to have it only 5 months back. And how am I going to warn people by changing the name if I've only got 2 days to do it? And once it goes hull timer, it's low power and they're screwed. So it's so unfair to people that they did it this way and didn't code in NPC switching for no cooldown. It's why encourage people to do this for easy clone switching and then trap them. It seems so unfair, but in their eyes, it's great for metrics. They can destroy things. Great for metrics. People don't lose enough implants. Great for metrics. Yeah, just ridiculous. And there we go, done. God, I hope I don't declassify. This is a lot of rambling. But yeah, it's going to help me understand my mindset for sure. I think I covered everything, you know? Well, so align. See if I can do this right. Wait till it upticks. And I'm not going to wait for it to... Nope, not yet. Ah. Come on, uptick. 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 Oh, wait, it's not a bowhead. Lol. Come on. There we go.
Warp drive active.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm used to freighter warping, not bowhead. Not the luxury of having a micro warp drive. But the 3 inertial stabs really helps. Yeah, so I moved all the assets for the my corporate stuff, except for the Astor House stuff, the actual upwell stand-up stuff. Moved it right to my central location.